5 years after a fatal shark attack on the Cape, beachgoers have cautiously accepted that the sea predators are here to stay. And for curious travelers, the majestic creatures have also become a tourist attraction. Cape Cod correspondent Beth Trefisen dove into the story. Beth, thank you for being here. Help me out, my sister, because sharks and me, we don't go together. How are people still in the water when 5 years ago a person lost their life due to a shark attack?
Well, I think it all goes to people's fascination towards the creatures. They are just so curious about what they can do and where they are and are fearless and go into the water.
You were on the Cape at the time that this tragedy happened, but you also actually spoke to a survivor of a shark attack. How did all of that play out?
Yeah, so 5 years ago, it was really scary. People were really afraid because we didn't know much about the sharks, where they went in the water, how they interacted with people. But, 5 years later, there's been a lot of research and there's been a lot of safety measures put into place so people feel more comfortable entering the waters.
Now, I get it. Sharks are big business. Shark Week, there are movies, Megalodon, and all of these, The Meg, and all of these different shark-related things. But in Cape Cod, it's become a booming business. People are actually coming to the Cape to tour and hope to see great whites.
Yeah, there's a number of charter boats people can now sign up for and go out and ride right along with them. I think one you could even go down in a cage and see them up close and personal.
Okay, what does something like that cost?
It could be up to $2,000 to rent a boat like that, and a lot of them need to have a spotter plane that goes up ahead to find the sharks.
So then what are some of the safety measures if you are going to get into the water in Cape Cod, knowing that there's sharks there? What can people do?
So first off, make sure there's a lifeguard on duty. They are on chairs high enough that they can see down over the water and look for the shadows of sharks.
Okay, whoa, let's pause right there. The age range of these lifeguards, how many? Because we've done stories that there's a shortage of lifeguards. So if I'm in the water, who am I entrusting my safety to?
Well, these lifeguards are very professional. A lot of them come back year after year. They've had multiple years of training, and they know how to deal with someone who has a shark attack now. They are trained to stop the bleed. If someone's leg was punctured or wounded, they have the kits right there and they're ready to go.
I just want them to have like MMA skills to wrestle the shark while I swim to safety. Okay, swim where there are lifeguards. Okay, I can do that.
Swim in groups and swim close to shore.
Swim in groups? Isn't that just a buffet for the sharks? Like we're just giving them a lot of options.
No, because they're usually looking for a lone seal. So definitely swim in groups.
Okay. Are there any apps or anything other than your own eyesight that can tell you, hey, sharks might be nearby?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy has an app called Sharktivity, and all their tagged sharks, whenever they go by a beacon that they have in the water, it pings it, so you know if a shark is nearby. There are also like spotter airplanes that go over the outer Cape beaches so that they could alert the lifeguards right away if they see a shark near people swimming.
Okay, so last question, level with me. Would you go in the water in Cape Cod knowing that there's sharks in that water?
I have, yes.
And lived to tell the tale. All right, well, correspondent Beth Trefisen, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For Boston Globe Today interviews delivered straight to your inbox, be sure to sign up for our newsletter at bostonglobe.com/BGT.